And we are live, but let me make sure we are live on Facebook because it does that thing where every damn week I have to do this thing.
There's a delay. Rochelle's got me a fresh mug of beer.
And I'm waiting for this to refresh with the video on Facebook, which it should do. Oh, and there we are now. So now I get to pin it.
There we are.
Pin it, and also get to go ahead and push this little button that says edit audience public, even though every damn time it says not public. So anyway, we are live now, so we're good to go. So now people can come in and talk shit about us because we're awesome like that.
Nobody's doing that.
I gotta share. That's weird. Anyway, all right. So we are live here with the shit show.
Can I just brag on my wife? Can I brag on my wife real quick? She frosts these mugs for me. I mean, God bless this woman.
Like Rochelle's the best.
She is the best.
Rochelle fed me last weekend, and she didn't.
She's like, go get Ben. He needs breakfast.
Yeah, there was one point she's like, Ben, come here. You got food. I'm like, all right.
She's like, go get
Rochelle. I appreciate her.
She's concerned you're going to drink all day and not eat anything and just die somewhere. Look, she's like, yes. She's like, make sure he gets food. She's like, make sure Ben gets food.
I've made those mistakes before going to Greensboro. Like halfway through the night, you're drinking. You're like, man, I'm feeling kind of weird. I wonder why. I'm like, oh, I didn't eat today. Shit.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I had so much damn fun this weekend.
I had a blast. I had a lot of I enjoyed it.
Like I don't know, like there's been a while that I've been playing paintball. Like I've been playing actually like scenario paintball since Jason Mann's game Walking Dead back in 2015. And I enjoyed the hell out of paintball for a long time. It's a big stress reliever, It just makes you smile and shit when you're doing it right. But there's been some times where I show up to games and like, why the fuck am I here? And like I've gotten really down on paintball, and this weekend was not one of those situations. Like I am excited again. Like I had so much damn fun at that game. I got there Friday morning, started drinking, whatever. But from Friday morning when I got there, 8 o'clock or 8:30, whatever, until I left at like 3 p.m. Sunday, I didn't say goodbye to anybody because I'm a dickhead. But
what a dick!
I say goodbye to the PBS guys because like I was making fun of and Kimberly Soldo, which I really still don't know how to say your last name. Hello, you were saying hello to us, so I'm saying hello to you. So I acknowledge you this time. Anyway, she gets mad at me because I never say hey to her. Anyway, I did tell the PBS guys goodbye because Jason told me, like, he's like, you never appreciate anything we do or anything. You never thank anybody. Like, and as soon as I said that, I was like, well, I thank Fidel for the beer he gave me. And then like one of the other guys like, well, he thanked me for this thing I gave him earlier. I'm like, and Jason's like, well, you never thanked me. I'm like, all right, whatever. So when I left, I made Jason get up in front of a group of PBS in front of everybody. And I went to Flip. I went to shake Flip's hand. I was like, thank you for inviting me to stay with you guys. Thank you for taking care of me all weekend. Thank you for a great weekend. And Jason got mad and walked away. I had to go tackle him. So it was a good time. I was supposed to park over there in your section, but a bunch of yahoos fucking blocked me out, so I couldn't do it. So I couldn't get with you guys. Jerk.
Yeah, I don't know. We had guests, unexpected guests.
Apparently.
Yeah.
But so if in case anybody's wondering what we're talking about, Bones and Ashes that went down this weekend at Black Ops Fayetteville.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, I
was my most favorite thing this weekend right here. Bam. My buddy got me this nice new shirt.
You did some work for that thing.
I did do some work.
I agree. But I don't know, like I say, I've been down paintball for a while, and like I say, this game was just. I got there Friday. I had my little murder machine with me, so I had to walk 8 miles this time. Like,
the racing lawnmower he's driving around.
Like that thing was so much fun this weekend. Like I was just enjoying everything. Like enjoying the drinking and the Rochelle feeding me all weekend, and drinking some more and riding around on the four-wheeler, on the four-wheeler, the motorcycle. Like, I keep saying motorcycle, lawnmower. And then that one time where we passed the cop, and I thought he was going to pull us over, but he just kept going. I was pretty happy about that. Sneaky bastard. Who's a sneaky bastard? Because I left early and didn't tell you about anybody? Yeah. It's called an Irish exit.
No, he's probably talking about me.
Oh, he probably is talking about you, even though you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything sneaky at all.
He's just mad because I wrote him into the rules at NC versus Virginia.
Nice. So, care to elaborate?
What, for the rules?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone remembers the negative 300 crew and what they did at Folda. So I made sure that I wrote alphabetically. You go down for all the rules and in W's. It says Willard. Yeah, there he is. Willard Lee Bosley Jr. I put little parentheses. Senior, junior, the third, etc. Doesn't matter. Basically, he's forbidden to wear any kind of orange, yellow, poncho, T-top, sweatshirt, anything. He has to be like triple, quadruple banded, with tape and all kinds of stuff. Just so he's not confused with the referee. We just want to make sure. Yeah. So it's my rules. I can put in whatever I want in the rules. So he's in the rules. He has to be clearly defined as a player. We don't want any confusion.
I had to go over my rules for in game because I need to put in a no photographer can shoot people rule. Anyway, somebody was being sneaky this weekend.
Who?
There were quite a few shenanigans this week. I don't know who it was, but supposedly a photographer made a bunch of people mad.
I don't understand the anger at this. I mean, these people won the game. Isn't that they're good, right? Everything's fine. What's the big deal?
I'm pretty mad about it because I didn't think about it. I should have thought about that.
Not just pretty face.
Yeah,
well, I was inspired on your show. Your show. I mean, those guys brought it all up. Yeah, your show, right? I'm sorry, our show. Well, I'll call it our show, sure. No, Henny and Rob were the ones that brought up the whole rules thing. You got to read the rules. You don't read the. People don't read the rules. There's a lot of gray area. Blah blah. That was all their idea.
Yeah.
So blame them.
I mean, I'm pretty upset I didn't think about it because it seems like something I would have done, but whatever.
Yeah.
I don't do shenanigans. I don't know what you're talking about. So whoever that photographer was,
you know how many green PVC pipes I saw people run around with?
I don't know. I didn't see any green PVC pipes on the field, sir. I was too busy fighting people. I was first wave.
I saw people carrying those around CIA area.
The rumor was there was a guardian angel.
These are called allegations. There's allegations out there.
There are allegations. There's also allegations there was a guardian angel on the field with a mobile respawn that was totally legit. That was going to people and
oh, you're good. I'm the mobile respawn. Just touch my pack. Okay.
And you know what?
Come on, man.
It was done in front of a ref, and the ref didn't say anything, so it's completely legal. DJ did say that I was the fourth team, and there are no rules for or against the fourth team doing any type of shenanigans. So,
I mean, if the producer gives you that leeway, I mean, that's on him.
I agree. So, anyway, there were some shenanigans, whatever.
We call it production. It's producer courtesy is what it is. One producer to another just gives you a courtesy. Yeah, do whatever you want.
I mean, nothing really affected the outcome of the game.
The
photographer could have affected a little bit, but nothing really affected it. It was more of a disruption and not anything to take away from the game. It was just something to give a little side fun stuff to go on. And the original intent was not what I was doing Saturday. Really, it was just to go find Rob and Henny and just shoot him. I mean, that was the ultimate. That was the original goal. It wasn't like, hey, let's go run missions and take stuff from Char right from under their nose, and they're like, what the fuck just happened? Damn.
That was classic. That was great. They were just looking around. Who the fuck's that photographer? just running away with a
imagine.
box.
Like, I knew something was up with you, but I was like, I don't know. Maybe he is taking pictures. Like, he does a lot of different stuff out here, so he's taking pictures. It's fine.
Yeah,
Apparently not.
But I will say, look, I shot like 2 paintballs out of that pistol all weekend. But I had a great time. It was a lot of fun. Because I mean, even then, just walking around taking pictures, like I was just talking to guys like on blue team, everything else, just shooting the shit, guys. Some guys I think I knew. I don't know if they knew it was me or not. It was kind of weird. But
well, you were pretty hidden. Like the only thing that would have given away is how tall you are. But you were covered up. Like I didn't know. Like I knew it was you because I saw you dress up in camp. But if I didn't see you in camp, I wouldn't known it was you.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was like. Okay, I'll get a mask I don't normally wear. I'll put all this bulky stuff on and kind of try to hide it a little. Obviously my height, I can't really hide anything there, but it is what it is.
I think that was like I get like winning the game, losing the game is a big thing, but like that's gonna be one of the highlights of my weekends. Like knowing you did that shit, that makes me happy.
Oh yeah. But I mean, and you're always like, you win or lose. I'm like, is it really that important though? I mean, most of the games I play, I just remember like I said, gunfights or things that happen, funny stuff, whatever. I don't remember who won. I can't remember what team I played for half the time.
I never killed a dog.
All right, and we lost Ben Painter. So if you're just tuning in, don't forget the first part of the trifecta. Spring trifecta here in North Carolina is going to be starting. Ben's game is going to be March 25th. Oh, good God, what's going on? March 25th at Paintball Central, Greensboro. This will be in game. I believe it's Mark Moon and Walt Parham. They'll be leading, so pick any one of those losers. I don't think it really matters which one you play for. Just go have fun. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to have fun. So March 25th, and after that, come on down. We'll actually come up because it's going to be in Virginia. It's going to be NC versus Virginia, April 1st and 2nd at Splat Brothers in Hopewell, Virginia. We got a great – oh, Ben's back. Well, I'll go ahead and finish my spiel, though. So we got a great entry and 2 case of paint deal for it's 140, so 139. It's actually 2 cases of 4-star and entry for the whole weekend up there at NC versus Virginia at Hopewell, Splat Brothers, but you need to pre-reg, so go on there to letsplaypaintball.com, hit events, and you'll find NC versus Virginia. What's going on? Oh, someone wanted to ban me? What's going on? That's a lot of chatter up there, Ben. What's going on? Yeah, Gregory don't remember shit. 2 years. For 2 years, I'm being banned? Oh, my God. Banned from what? CPX? No. From the show? Okay, I'll do that. What are we doing, Ben? We're staring at each other now.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, he's back. Hey, he's back, everybody.
My mic was muted for some reason. I have no idea why.
So I was like, what's going on?
It's weird times, man. Like weird times. I had to go chase a dog because like he stole some of the damn JT foam and was trying to eat it.
Oh, Jesus.
And JT foam is not something you eat, dog.
I wish you were there, Ben, because you know what would have been better than 1 photographer? 2 photographers.
Oh, that would have been hot. Like Boondock Saint shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I did my fair share of shooting teammates. Some were on purpose. Some were not.
You try to guess which one.
Like, I can't honestly tell if you're wearing blue or red, so I just shoot. I got Walt. Walt was standing out in the middle of them. I was like, hey, Walt, you want to see something cool? He's like, what? I'm like, bam, you're out. Came right in the thigh. I'm like, yeah.
I do feel bad because the second part of my shenanigans didn't come to effect. So I had 6 airball bunkers and an electric blower. I wanted to inflate them on the field and just push them around. But, oh, well.
Well, you shouldn't have said anything because, like, you could have done it next year, but whatever.
Yeah, true.
Hey, everybody, nobody's watching the show. Nobody's watching the show. It'll be all right.
Yeah, everybody, not one watches this. They'll forget anyways. They'll forget.
Yeah. I know, like, PCM guys, I got shot by one of them, so I shot Ben. It wasn't me, so I found out who shot me, and he shot me again, and I shot him again, and then I shot a different PCM guy. So it's always fun when you're like near those guys. You get to shoot each other.
There you go.
And then I shot Stefan out, and then he immediately touched the mobile respawn, and we were good to go again.
There you go.
So it was good times.
Well, see that's like I said, you were saying you were going to shoot me. I was like, yeah, but see, mobile respawn, it doesn't say what team can use it, so I can just come attach you, and then I'm in.
It doesn't say what team can't use it though. Like
exactly, it's open to both teams.
Gregory watches every episode, and I appreciate that.
That's my dog right there.
But
he's a nut.
So Bones Nash is like, shenanigans aside.
Okay.
Rob wants me to let everybody know that hold on, let me get the exact wording out that he used. I gotta pull up my phone real fast. He said that since I didn't invite him to the show tonight, I had to say something for him. And now I have to find Rob's bullshit thing here. Blah blah blah. Okay. We exposed the quote unquote future headline general as a paper tiger and broke the game.
What?
He's saying that he and his crew whooped Chuck Garza's ass, and Chuck Garza was not as good as everybody says he was.
Oh, we're still doing this?
Apparently.
Okay. I thought it was like that was just for the hype the game. I didn't know we're still
apparently not
doing this stuff. Okay.
This is cool. Some like Rocky. This is like Rocky 2 Clubber Lang type fucking bullshit, like paper champion kind of stuff.
So they're Clubber.
I would say Rob's trying to be Clubber Lang. Yes,
but he gets beat ultimately.
I think. Yeah, but he's still badass.
Well, it's not his. It's not his analogy, so you're fine.
Mr. T's badass, dude.
Hey, man, I pity the fool. Come on, man.
So basically what he's saying is Chuck came in, won a couple games, got a big head, got soft, and let someone else come run him over. That's what I read from it. That's what I'm reading from it.
Sure.
That's what I read. That's what I read from the message. I'm not saying it myself.
Come on, man. It's a scenario.
I would never say something like that.
It's scenario paintball. I mean, how competitive is it when you let 10-year-olds on the field? I mean, come on, man.
I mean, when
this is basically rec ball.
It's a little harder than that.
I mean, yeah, but is it? It's basically rec ball.
Sometimes, like, there are adults shooting each other.
Yeah, but I mean, anybody can come on and play. I mean.
I do feel bad. I was in that little the Connex Castle, whatever the hell it is, at the far right at the end of the day, Sunday.
Okay.
And I looked over top of it, and some girl was crouching down, fully exposed. So I shot her, and she didn't raise her hand.
So she shot her again
because she knows she got shot. I think she just got scared, but since she didn't raise her hand, my first instinct was just to keep shooting her. And I shot the shit out of this girl. She's an adult girl, so it's fine.
Oh, come on, man!
I shot the shit out of her, and it was like a knee jerk reaction. Like, oh, they didn't raise their hand, shoot them. I kind of felt bad about that one.
Yeah, you should.
And then somebody's fucking tiki hut tank tore me the fuck up from behind.
That damn tiki tank.
But
what asshole made that thing?
But I threw a rocket at it and hit it, so it should be out.
I'm pretty sure it has to go through an AT launcher. I think that's it. That's in the rules, Ben. You can't just throw rockets.
I think I confused them though because I threw it and I was like,
you probably did. Like, what the fuck? Was that just a rocket?
The walker was like looking at me like, what?
Oh man,
I had fun, man. I threw 2 rockets at the tank. The second one missed it. And I was like, oh shit. But I had fun. I was shooting people. I got shot. I shot teammates. I threw a rocket. I had fun. So I got a question though. Like, besides the fact, where the hell's Brandon Chance? But whatever.
Yeah, where is Brandon?
So I don't understand why it was one-sided this year. Like, we got
why it was one-sided?
Yeah, like I don't get it because like Here's the thing. I'm gonna go through our perspective. Okay.
Okay.
So we got on the field like amazingly. I was a PBS because you guys played the wrong side. I was a PBS that day. So we all actually like we loaded up Tyler's truck and Flip's 4-wheeler and my murder machine, and we got on the field before game on, which was that's an amazing feat right there for PBS. Anyway, even though it wasn't.
I heard. I didn't believe you. I was like, "What?" You're like,
it
"No,
was 11
dude."
a.m. So, but
Yeah,
they were all on the field, and like we decided we didn't want to go through the middle because like everybody goes through the middle. Like some of the guys want to see the rest of the field. So like we took them on the back part, so you actually go behind the back and see everybody. And we showed up when we finally ran. It took us a while to find red team. We finally found red team. We shot like 8 of them out of their area, and then we trapped all the rest of them back in their spawn.
Mm-hmm.
And like we stood there for a while, and we fucking dumped on them for a while and like talked shit to them. And I shot 10 pods in a hopper within like 30 minutes, and I had to go back off the field. And like every time we came on the field, it was pretty much enter the field, walk for 15 minutes, find the red team, shoot them, and then the refs tell you, "Hey, you can't go past the spot." And like it was all weekend long. It's the same story all weekend long. Like it was walk a bunch, shoot them, let them back on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Dumping pods does count. If you drop them on the ground, it still counts as using them, shithead. Ask Matt Sauceman. He told me it's fine.
It's fine. It's good.
And this guy right here. He shouldn't be talking shit because he used the mobile respawn at least once.
Oh, now that's illegal because that's not in the rules. Did
I
they
agree.
kick you off the field?
He should never use that.
They didn't kick you off the field, did they, Ben?
No, they're like, you're the greatest player ever made. But anyway, he used it twice. It's
twice.
The ever.
I use that shit twice.
but like my thing is like, besides the fact that we were trapped in that corner with the damn pipes filled or whatever, where Ratchet was yelling at us and we were yelling at him. it was really like I don't want to say it was like easy, but like it was easy kind of game. Like you would run into a little pockets of resistance, and then those little pockets would go away, and we spawn trapped them again.
So, I mean, all right, let's have the conversation then. So we were just talking earlier about you were talking about Crisis, right? And we were saying right. So we were saying talking about different divisions, right? D5, D4, D, all the way up. So it's no different than that, right? So you have different sets of skill levels. It'd be like it's no different than or even like rec ball. But if you got a semi-pro team going against, or a D4 team, who do you think's going to win?
Yeah, probably semi-pro.
Right. So if you have one side, see, even if it's just a regular, like I always equate it to a walk-on, like a rec day. When you're reffing a rec day, you try to make sure they're balanced, right? You go, okay, these guys, their jersey, they got their own equipment, whatever. We're going to split them up. We got a bunch of renters over here. We'll split them up. Really, scenario, it's really a big rec day. So if you take all those guys with all their own stuff, and I'm not saying it's wrong because it's basically open, right? It's an open class. I mean, it's really up to the producer on spreading that out. But if no one's really dividing those teams, yes, you have bodies, but bodies are not ballers, right? So you could have D4 guys over here, D5 guys, but if you got semi-pro D2s over here, who thinks is going to win? It's really no different. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So you add that in, it's scenario, man. But the recruiting, I mean, yeah, it's recruiting, but even then, who you're recruiting, I mean, everyone's not at the same skill level. Like I watched when I was a photographer, like I watched Infectious, right? I literally just watched them. They were just monsters. They were just killing people, right? So I mean, you got Infectious, Timber Ghost. I mean, you got all these guys these teams, they play with each other every weekend. You know, they're out there. I mean, they're killers. Then you got guys who are kind of just, you know, they're there. They might meet up once a month, maybe every other month to an event. That's not the same. You know what I'm saying? So there's different levels. I mean, or we could just say it's the same amount of bodies. So what does it matter? But I mean, really, if you break it down, it's like, well, yeah, of course you're going to win. You know, I mean, but does it really matter? Not really. I mean, like I said, 2-3 years from now, no one's going to really remember. But
I remember everything.
My concern is more for people coming in and playing their first scenario event or second scenario event or whatever. When they come in, are they having a good time? Do they want to come back? You know, if they come in and they're like, I paid this money, I'm getting spawn camped all weekend. This sucks. I'm not doing this anymore. That's where I'm concerned. But then again, I think producers should have something in place to where they can work it somehow to keep that from happening. I don't have answers for you. I can see it as a player, you know, game runner, whatever, ref, everything else that, you know, ego aside, let's break it down and look at it, you know, because we want it to grow, but at the same time, you know, you always say we don't want this to happen. We don't want lopsided games, but then of course, as people, we go out and recruit. Of course, we're gonna get the strongest teams possible. So I don't have a real, you know, good answer for you, but I mean that's kind of my thoughts on that. I could be wrong. I'm probably not, but I think so. What do you think, Benjamin?
I want to welcome Brandon to the show and say those are some sweet ass fucking Ghostbusters posters in the background. I kind of like those.
Burnden?
Burnden.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
He's from New Jersey now. He's got to have a cool name.
I got my spray tan appointment already booked. I'm ready.
Oh, t-shirt time.
Scabsy.
So, I don't know.
But other than that, I had a great weekend. But I mean, I don't go to events. I'm kind of beyond like concerned whether I'm winning or not. I'm like you. I go there. I just want to have fun, hang out with people. I'll go shoot some paint, whatever. You know, I mean, it is what it is.
Well, I do like to win though. Like, see, that's the thing. Like, I do like to show up and just fuck around, but like, I also like to win. So it's kind of weird. Like, I'm one of those weird people that just have different reasons to show up. So I do get competitive sometimes. Like every time I was in XO, I would leave the field like, and I would throw up before I went home. So I do like to win. Like, it kind of sucks sometimes, you know. You try really hard and then you throw up. So
and then you throw up.
Scott's saying that Red lost because you didn't bend the rules enough.
Oh, that's why.
I'm gonna agree with him. That's the way it is.
Okay,
how much rule breaking was going on at this game? I need to know.
What are you talking about?
I need to know about all the rules.
Ben actually broke the rules. Ben was breaking the rules. Blue team was breaking the rules.
Well, damn, don't snitch on him. I just want to know what happened.
he admitted it.
Look.
Damn,
I was verified fourth team, and
I stayed within the rules. I got kicked off. They let him go. They didn't care.
Well, look at him. He's
he's so trustworthy.
You gotta have your charity case at every event, and that's Ben. I'll just let him go with it.
Well, like, I was also running with a bunch of juggalos, so like they probably thought if they yelled at me that some dude was going to jump off a table and into another table full of like toasters and shit. Like, yeah, we should leave him alone. This guy's going to mess our dining room table up.
Oh my god!
But no, like,
you know, you talk bad about those people a lot, but yet you're always around them. This is very interesting. I'm just pointing out facts, Ben.
Because I like some of them.
The last time I played at Black Ops, we found a bee nest, hornet nest, wasp nest, or whatever, in that big ass tower, and decided to shoot it when some of my friends were at the top of the tower. That was a pretty good one.
That's a dick move.
I was proud.
That's fucked up.
Oh, I shot that motherfucker and bolted.
That's a bin painter move right there.
That's
No,
who
I
I
wouldn't
learned.
do that.
That's who I learned it from. That's who I learned it from.
I would not do something like that. Like bees fuck with me. I don't like bees. I don't like shit that flies. It's weird. Like I don't
Like birds? You don't like
I don't like
birds?
birds, man. Birds suck, dude.
Birds
I don't
aren't
like
real.
anything that flies.
Birds aren't
All right,
real.
we're gonna go on a tangent why birds suck. All right, I tell a story to everybody. If anybody brings up birds, I'm telling you why. All right, so birds have this thing called a cloaca, which is Italian for sewage system.
Spell it.
It's
You can't use words.
CLOA.
He said spell it.
I'm drinking.
Look it up, Brandon.
It's
your spelling is what?
cloaca. Should be CLOACA.
All right.
Come on, fact checker, do your job.
On it.
So what a cloaca is? Okay, so like most birds don't have penises except for like water birds, right? Water birds have penises because like you can't like lose the jizz in the water, so you gotta like insert. Anyway, so eagles don't have penises. Anyway, USA bird doesn't have penis. Anyway,
cloaca. I got it. You ready?
Cloaca.
Cloaca.
So
I can't. All right.
So what a cloaca is?
It's the best edition of the show ever.
It's a central hole in the back of the bird, right? That's where all their like the waste comes out. That's where the reproductive stuff comes out. So it's all like so they mate through the butthole, which is where they take a shit from. So anyway, and what it's called is a cloacal kiss. So like the male bird and the female bird, they slap their buttholes together to like mate or whatever. It's weird, right? So the worst part about the story is if you've ever touched a bird, you're touching butthole juice because the birds preen themselves, right? So like their feathers, the little barbs in there get like droopy. So they have to get this oil and put it on the barbs to make them stiff again so the wings work. The oil they get is out the same hole as their butthole and the reproductive thing. So like this whole fucking thing like does everything. Like when you touch a bird, you're touching butthole juice. It's fucking great. I don't like birds. And reptiles have the same cloaca, so yeah, it's disgusting. So don't ever touch a bird because they're disgusting pieces of degenerate garbage.
Wow.
Like it's awful. My mom had birds. It was awful.
Maybe they're onto something here.
I've learned a lot.
Have you ever tried to mate butthole to butthole?
I have.
Did it really work? You have to try harder. You have to try harder.
I knew a girl. I knew a girl back in the day that she was definitely into that.
Birds are just too smart. All right, so my fact checking. Are you right? What is a cloaca?
It's a cloaca.
The cloaca is the single posterior opening for a bird's digestive, urinary, and reproductive tracts, and it's used to expel feces and lay bins.
Nice.
So
there we go.
But you're spelling incorrect.
Oh shit!
Your spelling's incorrect, Ben. Come on, man.
I've been drinking.
PKLOAKA. The P is silent. This is fact.
Oh. So back to Bones and Ashes since we're doing this still.
I know stuff about animals. I can't help it.
How'd you like the new changes to the field? I thought it was kind of nice.
Absolutely fucking hated the respawns.
I wasn't.
Really? Okay.
The respawn shit was bullshit from Jump Street. Like, starting off Saturday,
elaborate, please.
Starting Saturday. Okay, so respawn. So like the respawn campsite was at the same spot as it always is. The respawn on the other side was like, hey, you gotta walk to the back of respawn back here. You can't go through the main to the main entry point. You got all the way to the back of respawn or back entry point, and then walk half a fucking mile. And you were supposed to walk all the way back to like some new base back there, and that's where you start at.
It was like basically 200 foot past the fire base, so it was like right on that edge of the wood line. You know, back on that back parking lot area. They moved it, but both respawns were on the other side of the bridges. I mean, I thought it was different. There's nothing wrong with that. Change it up.
I don't like having a respawn where you actually have to enter the base. You have to enter the field and then walk to it. Like that's not something I'm into.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Mountain Doom with their shit. Like Mountain Doom, if you ever played there, the year we played, they had one entry point. And like both teams went through that one entry point. One team, you both walked on the field like probably 300-400 feet, and then one team went this way, one team went that way. So if you were respawning while somebody else respawned, and you were, or actually, we respawned, came back towards respawn with it, and we are going to go up to their base. But like the people respawning were like walking right beside us, and like, when they got to their base, to respawn, they're like, "Hey, there's guys down there coming up here." I think if you're going to set up a field, and you're going to play one side versus the other side, entry points need to be at the net line. Go in, come out. Like I don't agree with walking on the field and walking that far.
Yeah. What do we got here? Like that.
It did keep it from me. That's another thing. I ran into some new player at the field like Sunday, or I think it was Sunday. He was lost and couldn't find his way out the field. So I was like, "Hey, dude, just follow me. I know where I'm going." And like
it's like I'm leaving anyways to get beer.
Like we walked across. I was out of paint, man. Like I shot 10 pods again. I was like, I'm out. So like we got to the bridges. I'm like, hey, dude. I was like, it's not always like this in this game. I was like, normally these bridges right here, there would be firefights going on with it. Like I was like, I was like, if this was like last year, year before, we'd be walking through some shit right now. But like we're fine walking right now. Like we just walked the older bridge, went back and respawn. Wasn't an issue. Like, but I've never seen a Bones and Ashes or even Living Legends where those bases were not, those bridges were not contested. And
right.
I don't know if you can contribute that to the respawn or not, but I think that's a real telling sign that like those bridges should be something highly contested. And this year it was just nothing to do with them. Like,
so out of the three that we've done so far, because before, like the first time I went there, it was like almost like a horseshoe. So they were over at the old parking lot, on the other side where the pipe seal was, and then back behind the pro shop, where we went in before. Well, where the new respawn was, but you started over there, right?
Yeah.
So it was like a horseshoe between that and then Kitty Corner, and then now the new one back. Like, which one did you prefer over that?
Honestly, like I prefer like I think the best one was like whenever you went to the main entry point and then the camping went to the other side. I think that pretty much like when camping goes in and you go to the main point, you're going to meet in the middle of the field. Like,
right.
It's just the way it's going to be. Like the last part of the field is going to be left kind of neglected.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to kill dogs. You guys talk amongst yourself again. I'm going to beat some dog ass. I swear.
All right, so we'll talk amongst ourselves. So I did touch on earlier, Brandon. I don't know if you know this, but there's a spring trifecta coming up. It actually starts, spring trifecta starts the 25th of March at Paintball Central. It's going to be in game. All right, that's been Painter's game. So once you do that, you can come to my game. All right, I don't know if you've ever been to Virginia, the great state of Virginia. I'm a Virginia native.
I've heard of
it. So North Carolina versus Virginia. That's going to be April 1st and 2nd. You can actually sign up for that right now. It is live at letsplaypaintball.com. We got a great specials. All right. So for entry and 2 cases of field paint, it's $129. Get you 2 cases and entry all weekend. Or for $139, you get 2 cases of 4-star, GI 4-star. That's right. Spare no expense for you, the player, because that's what I do. This is a premium scenario immersive experience right here. Yeah, I'm not running scenario games. I'm running a premium scenario immersive experience. It's going to be great. So if you want to come up here, all right, you can save you some money. We also have first strikes, $65. Excuse me. All right. If you're just a regular Rocket guy, $40. $40 gets you into North Carolina versus Virginia. After you play that, if you go to Gangster's Paradise at Command Decisions, April 29th to 30th, that's Jason Mann's game. If you play all 3, we're going to actually raffle off a Inception Designs Ripper EMEC control loader and the new Proflex, the red and black smoke one. Hey, there's mine right there.
All right.
Good job, Brandon.
Let's start.
Yeah.
Let's start with in game. Ben, what's the website for yours?
Yeah. Like what's the website, Ben?
It's on the Paintball Central. Paintball Central.
I mean, you got your own show. You should be pimping your game like every 30 minutes.
Here I am. I'm at the Paintball Central website. Can you see it, or is it still on the? Or is it still on?
You should go there, and you should go. You should be able to go to like events.
Let me. This one's staying. Let's start with.
And why is Kraken on here? Kraken's on here because we had a game plan of what we're going to do today with a fun show, and then Kraken, there's apparently Kraken decided to show up 30 minutes late, so now he's our fact checker.
I'm
should go to book now.
All right, go to book now. That's paintballcentral.com. Browse package.
You should go down.
Yeah. New book.
You should go to
events. In game.
Yeah. There you go.
Book now. And here we are.
Cheap game.
What side should we sign up for? Can you select your side, or are you just booking today?
Yeah, you can choose. Once you choose this option right here, it lets you go to choose your side after that. It's a second page that you do it.
Register
I'm not choosing a side. I'm just going there and shooting everybody.
Select the day.
So like once you go here, it should say
only $40. That's not bad.
Yeah,
pretty good.
This is pre-reg was like 35.
Continue. Oh, so
here you go.
We got our paint. So now we can select our paint. Oh, it's just the one cow style, the 3-star paint. Okay, that's pretty good. It's still going to be. I don't need rental.
There should be an option to choose team still.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here it is on the bottom. Yep.
And name Kraken.
Kraken. So like,
damn Kraken.
So blue side is Avengers, which is Walt Parham from Task Force Legion, and the Black Order is Red Team, who is Mark Moon of SDI. And
so then we do that, put all your information in. Where do you put your social security at? Is it right here?
Oh, you can just give me your social security number.
Oh, look at this. State, New Jersey. Oh, why would it do that?
Wow, I just showed up there. That's crazy.
Ooh, I need to turn location services off. Secret. All right.
You can turn it off and still be fine. Yeah.
What's the price of paint? Oh, there it is.
45, right? Yeah.
Come on, man. That's a steal.
45 for paint, 40. Okay, you're under $100 for the game. That's not bad. That's pretty good.
There you go.
It's a cheap game to go to, and like I said, we're for the amount of stuff that we're going to do with the game, and like the amount of prep that like Gibson and Flip are going to do to help out with like get the field right, because they're adding a bunch of different bunkers on there. Like I told them, I was like, the field's perfect the way it is. I was like, just do it the way it is, and we'll work around it. They're like, no, we're going to add a bunch of stuff to it. So they're going to add a bunch. They're getting ready to add a bunch of stuff to it. Like Gibson, Flip, and Gibson's dad are going to add a bunch of stuff.
Oh, awesome! All right,
nice.
So that's your game. That's step one of the trifecta. Step
there you go.
Two, you said I go to farmersonly.com, right? Or,
yes.
Let's play paintball.
Let's play paintball.com.
You have to get farmersonly.com after you get a ride mower that runs real fast.
You go to events.
All right, so we're here. Now we go to events. Oh, looky there. I shouldn't have clicked it. The
Boom.
cheetah tournaments. I did not realize this is the same field that they do the cheetah stuff at. Those are pretty good.
This is one of the Let's Play Paintball family fields. They're actually at CSP in Chesapeake, Virginia. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So what's a cheetah tournament? Like you get to play with the cats?
Yes, you're running around, just going.
Well, that's the that's the NXL, the female cheetah team NXL.
Oh.
They're running a tournament.
I thought it was some Joe Exotic shit.
They're doing pretty fucking good too. They're I think 3-1 or 4-0, something like that. But they're nice. Playing on. Yeah, they went from a team that kind of struggled last year to they're killing it now.
You could just say they sucked. It's okay.
Nah, no, everything. Paintball's paintball, man. You win some, you lose some.
Oh, yeah.
But they struggled last year, and now first event of this year. I think they. Damn, who did they? I think they beat the Heroines, if I'm not mistaken. But all right, back on topic.
Anyways,
America, book now. Oh, it's
the same system. Oh shit!
Looky there. Yeah. So
there it is.
Pick our day, right? Available. Oh wait, no, you got the packages set up.
We got packages, brother.
All
you want the field? You want the field paint package? You get the field paint package. You want the tournament paint package? You got the tournament paint package. You just want to go ahead and just pay a regular entry? You can do that.
There's entry plus 2 cases. There's entry plus 2 higher grade cases. There's just your entry. Hey, there you go. So if I do this, can you add individual cases on here, or is it just
Absolutely.
continue? Kraken Day.
Kraken.
Kraken Day Painterio.
Oh shit! Jason wants in.
Don't.
Oh Lord.
I'm doing it.
Do it. Bring him in.
Bring him in.
Bring him in.
Give me a second. Let me
All right.
Let me copy this.
Well,
Let me copy this.
So you shut up and get Jason in, and Tim can keep talking about his game. You can add on smoke grenades.
Yeah. What you got, brother? Come on, man. We got it all. And don't forget, if we get 300 pre-registrations, all right, you got to pre-register. We get 300 pre-regis. I'm giving away $1,000. $1,000 only at North Carolina versus Virginia.
So how many people are you up to now?
I can't tell.
Ooh.
You got to pre-reg. I don't want them slackers. I don't want them people showing up day of be like, oh, I heard it already hit 300, so I don't have to worry about pre-reg. No.
That's
pre-reg.
That's big braining right there. But look right here. It shows that there's only 200 people registered, so you need 100 more.
Hey, man. 200 ain't bad.
So what side's going to win? North Carolina or Virginia? Because, I don't care about either. Which one should I sign up for?
I mean,
look, I will say I want to win. Hey, I don't want to lose. I want to win.
Well, look, North Carolina came up last time. They were 30 bodies down, and they still won.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, it's not about. They probably cheated. Hey, I heard all kinds of stories, man. They were like, "Oh, the points ain't right." I was like, "Well, go talk to my wife because she does the points. Go ahead, go tell her. go argue with my wife."
All right. So you can add on exploding paint. What the hell is exploding paint?
Well, it's like paint, but it blows up.
I mean, I know
it's a paint grenade. It's a paint grenade.
Hold on. Explode definition. I will get to the bottom of this. Burst or shatter violently and noisily. All right. Okay. Back on topic. Close.
Well done.
Chronic paintballs. Oh my gosh, this is 2008. Oh my fucking god, what is that?
What is that?
North Carolina, P. Pablo.
The North Carolina anthem.
P. Pablo, who did one thing right.
Where's Jason?
So yeah, guys, go get signed up, baby. We're only 100 players. 100 players away. There we go.
He said he's in backstage. Bring him in here.
Bring him in. That gives me, I get a chance to go do a beer run then.
So let's see.
Come on, Ben.
Add the stream. It's all dark, man.
What the? I just saw how Jason spelled Kraken.
He's out in the woods.
Kraken. Karcken. Kraken. All right, Jason. Since you're here, welcome to the show. No, you're still backstage. But
give me out of fucking backstage.
No. I need your website. You're backstage, so they can't see you. I just need to know what the website is to do your registration. We're gonna let Ben talk about registering.
That's a good question. I think that's a good. I don't know, man. You got to look on Facebook. Go to CDWC Paintball.
CDWC. There's a G in there.
Yeah, CDWC Paintball. Command Decisions website, and there'll be a link that takes you to the actual other link.
Command Decisions Paintball. Here we go.
I just got finished repping airsoft today.
Whoa.
Oh,
hey, man, they had like 350 people today.
All right, so we go to cdwargames.com, then you go to Big Games and Events.
Yes, sir.
Gangsters Paradise 2.
Yes, sir.
All right, so
there it
Bravo
is.
Street. All right, Ben's going to start talking about your game. We're not going to let you out of backstage. You're still backstage.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Get me out of stage, man.
I'm not letting you out of backstage. He gave me the TV remote. I'm not letting you out.
Okay. Oh, you guys staying together or something?
Yeah, he's kind of busy.
We're in the same room.
Oh yeah.
We're in the same room right now, dude.
Yeah, Tim's talking about his game right now, but we're not going to let you talk about yours.
Stop it, man.
It's because you go
ahead, Jason.
All right, yeah, you've not been backstage for about 5 minutes, so I've got your website pulled up. I've got your website pulled up. No, you haven't been backstage for a while.
Oh yeah.
So
Cool.
talk about Gangster's Paradise. I've got your pre-registration pulled up and it's being shared. So CD War Games, you go to events, then we click register now. So
yes,
tell
sir.
us about the Sim City Stanks and the Bravo Street Ballers.
Hey, it's a gangster's life, you know. It's an adult themed game, you know. It's based off of, you know, real world, you know, real gangs and shit. Basically, you know, it's all about street, you know, territory, maintaining your money, you know, getting your drugs. There's going to be a lot of role playing going on this year. You're going to do more interaction with the role players. Every player is going to get money to start off the day with, but you need to keep up with it. If you don't want to fuck with the role players, then pass your money to somebody else. All that money is going to be worth points when it comes to the casino night. Everything that you earn during the daytime, you'll take it to casino night and try to double it, triple it, flip it, turn it in for points. That's basically the jig for Saturday. Is it's going to be role player interaction, maintaining your props. Saturday night will be the casino night, and then Sunday it's just going to be an all-out battle of field control, territory control. SWAT team will be involved, so that's a third entity. They'll be doing drug raids. They can confiscate your drugs. They can confiscate your money from the gangs. So yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like some real world, you know, shit that goes down in LA every day.
So what are the rules for, like, if someone decided to jump on their lawnmower and do a drive-by at the casino on Saturday night? What would the rules be about those?
Get your ass whipped, Ben.
Yeah, there's a high probability that real steel will be thrown at you.
So what if you're on your lawnmower and you have your, like, shotgun with a 20-round drum, and you just decide that you're going to rob the casino, and nobody's going to fuck with you because that's a lot of fucking firepower?
Well, like I said,
winner,
you might get some real steel thrown at you. We will be packing. This is going to be a casino night club theme. You know what I'm saying? So you never know.
Will there be adult dancers at this club?
Ooh,
come on, man.
It is a possibility. The only problem I have with that is there may be some small kids floating around. We are planning on giving out free food and free alcohol.
Look, when you talk about...
Wait.
Hey, whoa. Hey, he's talking about free food and alcohol. Let him go. Hold on.
No, we cannot gloss over this trafficking, this human trafficking. I think that's an element in the game you can leave out, Jason.
He's saying we're doing real world casino stuff, but, like, real world casinos don't let you in unless you're like 21.
Well, I mean, yes and no, but we're going to break the rules on that. You know, obviously, if we're giving out free alcohol, you're going to have to either show ID and get an armband that proves that you're 21. But the free food is going to be there. We hopefully have we'll have a live DJ. We hope to have the projection screen up with, you know, providing with good weather, whatever basketball game on or UFC fight, we'll have that on. It's just going to be a total club feel. That's casino. I mean, it's worth points, but it's also like a player party as well.
Yeah. My guys still talk about that. I mean, that was probably one of the most fun games I did last year. It just is just fun. Yeah, I mean, that casino night, my guys had a blast at that thing, man. I'm telling you. If you haven't gone, you need to go. This is a great event. You really needs to be more. I know there's some people flying in, so we're going to get some people flying in. We're going to bring some people out here.
It's a good event. I need more players to come. Hell, shit, I was recruiting Airsoft today. Okay, to come. The Airsoft community wants me to do a Gangster's Paradise Airsoft version, so that might be something. That's something that's in the works, probably. If the fucking Airsoft guys, if they pull more players than y'all do, I'll be sorely disappointed.
Ooh, fucking Airsoft! But actually, yeah, that's a good idea, Jason. Airsoft version of it.
It looks like pre-registration price is $50. What's the day of pricing on this thing?
I believe it's going to be $60 day of.
Okay. Paint. You got field grade, mid grade. They do. It's a Vulcan field, right? So that's probably like
it's all Vulcan.
Right?
Yeah, I did confirm with England today that they are going back to graffiti in New World. I know they tried that American USA bullshit from Vulcan at Folda Gap that shot like shit from work. But they are going back to graffiti and New World.
And First Strike's 150 for $60. That's pretty good for those, right?
I don't know. I don't shoot that shit.
I thought, 40 cent. They were 40 cent around when they came out. That's still 40 cent around. So if you want to just, pay a couple dollars for me to wipe your shit off me, and keep playing.
Yeah, game will be First Strike. Yeah, game will be First Strike friendly and all that. So it's an adult themed game. I mean, there's fake drugs out there, money, a pimp, a hoe, a drug dealer, dirty cops, a bum, a crackhead,
a Karkin head.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, man. I mean, I'll even give you a heads up. There might be a mission where you got to go clean the hood up, and I'm going to give you a trash bag or the general a trash bag and go out there and clean that goddamn field up. It's an old Kevin Shimwell thing, Kraken. I think you would know that.
Yeah, that motherfucker. I remember when I was on Boxer and they tried to give us that mission. It was like, psych. Point St.
So there you go. I'll just give you, that's a mission. It's going to be, you're going to get a goddamn trash bag and you got to go clean the hood up, man. You got to make your hood look pretty.
So I remember when we got that mission I want to say it was Scott Rash. It could have been someone else, but I'm pretty sure it was Scott Rash and some of them. They went and took the trash bags out of already full trash cans and went and turned them in for points. Oh man, they were done with that damn thing in like 5 minutes. But I was like, motherfuckers are still janitors.
Yeah,
you're still just being janitors. That's a funny ass mission. You should definitely.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did when I was a general, and he gave me that mission. I just sit there and cleaned up my team's campsite and my team's staging area.
Yeah, but you sucker, you still did it for 30 points.
Well, yeah, I did.
What a dweeb.
Hey man, 30 points, 30 points.
Back to the strippers though.
Yeah.
Don't recruit from the Crazy Horse. No.
Well, they're probably going to be local, meth heads from Taylorsville.
The Playhouse is where you should go recruit from. They have some good stuff.
I don't think they're going to accept Monopoly money, man. I don't think they're going to accept Monopoly.
Oh my god.
Hey! My fake money looks real as fuck at night when it's dark.
Yeah, and so does this. This all looks real at night when it's dark, and this is Monopoly money.
My shit looks good.
We'll spot some rock candy and Tillman Smith.
My plan is if we get Ben drunk enough, he'll just be our stripper for the night.
That's always on the schedule.
That could happen.
So, Jason, with your game being the third piece of the trifecta, is this where the big raffle is?
Yes. You have to be at Gangster's Paradise, guys. You have to pre-register if you want that Ripper EMAC, the ProFlex, the control, and everything else included. That's all going to one player. You got to be at Gangsters. That's the way it is. So play all three. Sign up pre-reg. We got to have that pre-registration list. Make sure you get your name right. We're not hearing excuses. Oh, my buddy, I took his pre-reg. No. Your name, pre-reg, all three games. Be at Gangsters, and either it'll be maybe casino night or it'll be the award ceremony. I'll get with Jason on that. That's where we're giving everything away.
Pre-reg.
Oh yeah. Also with casino night, there's also going to be a simulated knife fight as well with the generals and two of his best guys.
Oh shit! I'll be in on that one.
Knife fight. So, but yeah, I mean, whatever Tim decides, because he kind of threw all this together, which was a great idea. So, however he decides to do to give the award, to give the gun away, raffle that off, that'll be up to him, his choosing.
I think there should be some freestyle battles.
We might have a break. We can do a breakdance battle too.
Get some cardboard, Jason.
Shit, I already got it, homie. What you talking about?
Big ass sheet of cardboard.
I got a role player that's a break dancer. You can go out there and break dance with the break dancer, or do a break dance contest type of thing and win some money from him. So yeah, I mean, my game's not going to be necessarily points. It's going to be money, more or less. You're going to get you're going to get the fake money, and you get gold coins as well, and it's all going to be worth points, and it all be used. But yeah, plenty of interaction.
So there you go, man. 3 different games, 3 different producers, 3 different fields, 3 different styles, whatever you want. Maybe we got it all. Come on.
We'd like to
Free
take
reg.
a moment and thank our sponsor is farmersonly.com. So
you don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
So what you do is you enter your email address, your zip code, and you can select that if you're a man looking for a man or a man also looking for a man. I don't know why these other 3 settings are on here, but yeah, just go ahead and click this third one.
Rochelle's sabotaging me over here.
And then you just and then you just hit search now, and you'll find all 4 of us on there. So
right
you don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
We all need mowers. We all need to get mowers. We can be modern day farmers.
We need to get Jason a fucking light. Like, what the hell is this?
Hey, I'm outside on my front porch, man. I'm out here smoking.
Look at how dim that front porch light is, man. There ain't nobody delivering to you after dark.
Well, you know what it is? Those are actually Halloween lights, dog, and I ain't changed them yet. All right, those are from Halloween. They're like dark light or black lights or whatever.
Your DoorDasher sends you a note. I'm not coming up the driveway.
I don't do DoorDash, bitch. I got a wife that cooks.
Part of it's the chain dog in the front yard, and the other part's the car sitting on cinder blocks, and they're like, I'm not risking it. I'm not getting robbed today.
You know what? Fuck all of you. You better be glad it's nighttime. I'll show you my yard. There ain't no goddamn car on blocks. Now I do have a fire pit in my front yard. That is pretty white trash, but I'm pretty proud of it.
I mean, you don't have a flashlight?
Oh yeah, you want me to get a goddamn flashlight? Yeah, well, I didn't think about that.
Take us on a tour, mister. There's technology these days.
Well, no, we got Jason on, so we were talking about Bones and Ashes earlier. What did you think of the new setup, man, as far as like the staging areas and all that? Uh-oh.
He's
You really got to, and that's what you do. This is why.
Get the fuck out of the house.
I'm on a live show. Yeah, you hear my wife bitching at me? She's like, "You've been gone.
No,
You've
put
been
Tiffany
gone."
on. Put Tiffany on. We don't want to talk.
Oh, you fucking no, fuck that, man. She's like, "You've been gone." She goes, "You've been gone all day, and this is what the fuck I'm talking about. You've been gone all day, and you come back and you get on this shit."
Put her on. We would rather talk to her.
No, I'm good.
Anyways, what was the question that you asked?
I don't know the struggle. I don't have a wife.
Show us
I was asking about the new staging areas at Bones and Ashes, Jason.
Oh yeah, okay. As far as Bones and Ashes, I'll be honest with you. I've played. How many years is Bones and Ashes?
5.
At least. I know it's got to be 6.
I've missed the last 4, and I went to the first 2. So
I've been to all of them but one, and that was the year the Command Bros was the general, because we went to Dreaded Legends, Dreaded at the beach, the first year at the beach. So I've been to all of them, and we've lost every one of them except for this year. And I'll be honest with you, man. DJ, no offense, but I don't trust his numbers. Okay, I've never have, and I never will. I don't know what the official number was, but it definitely felt like we had them outnumbered. Now, did we have better ballers? I don't know. But all we did, and Ben was rolling with PBS all weekend. And like we walked for miles, it seemed like, to just push them into their DZ. All we did was fight at their DZ and fight over bridges. That's all we did as far as, my crew, as far as PBS, the way that we navigated the field and where we went. Very rarely did we get into any of the actual compounds or whatever. But as far as his DZ, the way he switched it up, like you can enter in at the field, but you had to walk all the way up to respawn per se. But the refs, and I'm just being honest, I don't give a fuck. The refs are shit. Solstice Law, I'm sorry, but they shitty, and maybe that's the alcohol. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it real. That was a shit show from the refs. Now if that's on DJ or Solstice Law, but they motherfuckers didn't give a fuck, and that's cool. Okay, I'm not gonna bitch about it, but I'm just being honest. Like they wasn't checking shit. They wasn't making you go here. Then there was supposed to be a 10-minute timeout, like every 10 minutes the DZ or the respawn was open, right? I never got stopped for that shit.
Nope.
I walked in and walked out freely.
They didn't check my ID once. They didn't check my chrono. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. But see, here's what I don't like. When you enter in at the field at the entry point, you are a live player. Okay, you shouldn't have like when we started on Saturday. We started up there behind the store. Blue team did. So your respawn was up the road technically, but that's fucking stupid. As soon as you walk on the goddamn field, you're a live player to me. You shouldn't walk up the field, up the road to your actual respawn to respawn. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? When you walk in at Command Decisions from, at Sim City or at Bravo, you're a live player.
Right.
That's, I understand what he's doing, but I didn't like that. But,
So what you prefer? Do you prefer the kitty corner or like the horseshoe style, where it's like one side on the old camp area and one side behind the store? Like, because it's been like three different ways since I've been there now.
No. Starting behind the store is fine. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't want to walk up half the road to your actual, respawn, whatever. Okay. When I walk in right there at the end, walk in at the bottom of the backside of the speedball field, then I'm in play. Same thing for them over there, at the campsite area.
Right. Especially if you walked from camping. If you walked from camping and then got to the field and had to walk more, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it is. So I didn't like that. And then my other complaint was, even though I didn't play it, I didn't play the final battle. Well, I did, but I didn't. All I did was just chuck a fucking smoke grenade, and all they did, the refs, was throw it back at me. But I did not like the way that he played it long ways. That's my opinion. Some people said they liked it. Some people say they didn't. I personally, I didn't really play it, but just watching it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like it played long ways.
Okay.
I heard the final battle. There was some drama with the final battle too.
There was definitely some confusion. I wasn't out there, but yeah, there was definitely some confusion going on.
Yeah, I got the lowdown on that. So I ain't gonna put people's words in their mouth, but Henny was talking shit about them, the red team not fighting, not doing that. And so if you ain't gonna fight, then we're just gonna, just call it. And some people heard that, and there were some other guys that were saying ceasefire, yada, we're done or whatever. And then BJ stepped in and said, "No, fuck that. You ain't shutting my game down, blah, blah, blah," and yada, yada. So that's how that happened. Henny and Rob was kind of talking shit, pumping their chests out, and, and that should never happen. I told Rob, like, dog, y'all can't stop a producer's game. You stop my game, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, people paid good money to come play for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see that. Producer side, absolutely.
So I have a question for the three of you. Since you're all three, you've all three been team captains at some point. You all three are producing games.
Ben's been a team captain. Holy shit.
Yeah, Ben, I'm throwing you out there on that one. You were.
What team?
I got Pro Flexes.
Team BTA. See, team.
I'm asking the questions here. You shut up. You shut up.
All right, go ahead, sir.
BTA.
All right. Let me fix my glasses. All right. How, as producers, do you feel about teams trying to more or less strong arm producers into leniences, prices, whatever else may come with that? Because I produced before, and I didn't have that issue. It was also only like 150 person game, so nothing near the size that your games are all going to eclipse. But how do you feel about that one? Because for example, right now you just referenced a situation where two team captains were trying to stop an 800 person fucking scenario games final battle.
I don't think they meant
to
do that.
It's not they stopped it. It was the final battle. There was only like 5 minutes left or whatever. It's just they were just being cocky. That's why they stopped it. But
my point is the level of entitlement to think that you can just stop a fucking game for any reason when you're a paying customer to it. That trips me out. Like, that blows my fucking mind. Are you that important to be able to say, "Hey, game's over"? Man, fuck off. Like, what are you doing? You got
there's
600 other people trying to play paintball outside of your group.
There's a lot to that, man. Here's the okay. I'll be real with it. Like, even when I started playing, like I didn't start playing until 2015 or whatever. I bought into the hype. Like, you're doing a sport and your team is important to the game, and you think like, so. You honestly think sometimes if I do come to your game, your producer owes you something. Like I understand the mentality. I was totally fucking wrong for thinking that way, and I'm glad I don't think that way anymore. But I did think that way in the past. Like when we started doing the Road Dogs thing, like we were doing that. Hey, we're coming from out of town, and we're gonna like come play your game. Can you hook us up? But like that shit, like kind of like that was like the first adventure we went on. That shit, we just fucking dropped that shit right away. Like we would if somebody said, "Hey, are you guys coming to the game?" and we said yes, and they're like, "Hey, here's a discount for you," we would take the discount, but we wouldn't ask for it. Like we would show up and we would like play, and if we didn't get a discount, we don't give a fuck because we're gonna do it anyway. But there is a mentality though, like when you first start playing and you see other people getting preferential treatment, like for instance, PBS has preferential treatment at Command Decisions. They have a bus, they have their own spot.
Those sons of bitches.
Some teams have their little spot. Like you go to Black Ops,
Hey, hold on, Ben.
Carnage has a little shit.
Hold on, man. It's not necessarily preferential difference, man. I earned that shit. We work for that. I mean, we're out there renting and shit like that. So it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not owed shit. I work for what I get. You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying, as a new player coming in, you see that shit, and you're like, well, I play too, so I deserve it. It's not right. It's not right to say that shit because you don't know where that team, like I said, you don't know what the team's done for the field. But you see it, and you're like, this is what I want to, and this is what we're gonna do. I understand the mentality. It's totally fucked. And like you'll go to Black Ops. You go to Black Ops, and you're like, these guys got a fruit stand up here. Why don't I have one? Yeah.
Because but there are situations where the preferential treatment is earned. And a fair statement. I don't know every team's situation, but there are a few I know. PBSs at Command, that is fucking earned. They ref, countless games throughout the years. They put that bus there. They've been one of the few consistent teams throughout all the years. That's well earned. Like you earn it. But specifically speaking with some of the people in this room right now, there's teams that, I'm not going to say names. That's not my place. But teams won't attend games. Not one of these teams that are in this room, but they won't attend games if they're not receiving some sort of discount or some sort of preferential treatment. And the question is more or less, as producer, let's start as producers. I mean, how do you deal with that? Are you willing to, bend a little bit to bring in higher numbers, or is the integrity of the game?
No one's ever contacted me for any kind of benefits or anything like that. Anything that I've offered things, I've been turned down. Some people are like, no, I'll pay my own way. I don't need that. And anything that I've offered has been more out of respect for people. Like, hey, I know this guy. I'm in a position where I can give back to someone I feel should get something. Then that's why I'm doing it. I've never had anyone approach me personally, but I mean that's where I'm at. But if someone's asking that question, hey, how come they have a bus here, there, whatever? If they're at the point where they're asking that question and they don't know, obviously they don't deserve it because they don't know. Well, PBS gets that because they do all this. And if you were here and in the community long enough, you would know why they got that. You know what I'm saying? So, or even like 13th or whatever, whoever the team is, why do they get these benefits? Well, because they do this, this, and this. I mean, I as 13th, we played swing team for, I don't know, last 5-6 years at like damn near every CPX event. So, it didn't matter for me who won or who was the commander because I walked in and was whatever team was short, we went and played for. That was just the way it is. So it all depends, man. You really have to have some kind of footing to start making demands.
Well,
you know,
and
what are you going to give how are you going to help the producer out to get something back?
And what you're referencing 100% justifies any type of thing you may have set up for the Legionnaires. But I mean, I'm issuing this challenge because I see this.
No, that's fine.
I see this in airball. I see this in scenario. I see this across multiple states. I'm in New Jersey now, and I see the same shit up here that I was seeing in the Carolinas, where you had teams trying to strong arm fields for better pricing, better practice times, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Scenarios. Hey, well, you know, we play here all the time. Let's get a discount. And fair statement. As a team captain, I don't run a team anymore, but in the past, when I was running a team, yeah, we're going to definitely go to the field that's, as far as airball practices, we're going to go to where we get the best deal and the best treatment and all that. And that's always going to be the case. But, you know, one of the field owners up here at the field I play at, he put a post up this week in his chat. And I'm not going to call him out or his field, but it was kind of standoffish in a sense because last weekend was the NXL warm-ups. And a lot of those teams that were normally regularing there that he was giving a pretty good discount to on paint and entry, et cetera, they went to another field for the NXL weekend. And he was fucking pissed. And rightfully so, because, I mean, this is a field that has only one airball field, but would have 10, 15, 20 lines out there ready to practice and play because they're getting great paint prices, no entry, you know, field is set, filled up, all this. And then when it comes time for the NXL prep, you know, there were 6 lines there for both days. That's horseshit. I would have been mad too. But he put up something in his group's chat calling it out. But I referenced that because the same shit happens in South Carolina. Ben can talk to this with, you know, one of the roles that he's filled at PBC. But the same thing goes on in scenarios and in scenario paintball, at scenarios and rec ball sometimes. And, you know, the shit just blows my mind. It absolutely, like, I remember to get better paint pricing on fields and stuff, you had to go set the field every week, clean the field every week, put the bunkers up, take the bunkers down, you know, do all this stuff. And now, I mean, fuck, it's paintball. I mean, and I bring all this up for this point right now. Paintball has hit a level of entitlement that's going to fucking kill it.
Yeah.
Because when you talk about retail pricing on paintball soft goods, it's like 25% markup. That is the worst out of any retail markup anywhere. Paintball guns, about 25% markup. You know, it's fucking insane. You got, you know, $1,600 guns. Do the math on that 25%. You know, that's more or less very close to what the fields are buying them for. And you still have people, you know, trying to get discounts off of that. Hey, what if they give me 20%? Like, paintball is going to die over this. That's why it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
And then you have teams. Then you have teams that want to show up the fields and not pay registration fee or not and bring their own paint. Like what kind of business? What kind of business do you fucking like go to and bring your own shit and not pay and just expect to be there all day and like, oh, yeah, everything's cool. You don't fucking go to the Carowinds and just ride the fucking rides for free. Why do you expect to like come to a paintball field and like show up and not pay a damn dime? That's the shit I deal with. Like speaking of entitlement, so today we had a team from I'm gonna fucking throw it out here. I don't give a shit who knows.
No, don't do it.
Oh, it's past the hour mark. It's about time. He's drunk now. Go ahead, Ben. Let it go.
Hey, Alicia is on there. So we had a team from Greenville show up today, and like those guys were awesome. They showed up. They were super polite. The first thing they did is they showed they paid for entry and like paint and everything. I'm like, okay, cool. And they're like, hey, is it cool if we jump on the fields? Like, well, yeah, it's like you can jump on and play with the clutch or bush hogs today because they're out there. He's like, well, can we blow up the other field and like play on it? Yeah, you guys can blow up the field and play on it. So they go there and play, and those dudes cleaned up after themselves, which is awesome. So I went and talked to them. I was like, hey, because that's part of my job. I go out and talk to people. And I'm like, hey, so like, you guys enjoy Rock Hill? Yeah, we like it. Like we like it a lot up here. So they started telling me how like they showed Greenville, and they try to play like get some runs of points, and they're not allowed to play. Like there's a couple teams down there that won't leave the field, and the only way you get to play is either you jump on with them or you jump on against them. And like we're talking like semi-pro and D3 or whatever against guys that like are kind of new to the sport, so they don't want to play against them. And I'm like, oh yeah, that shit don't fly at Rock Hill. I'm like we have you can reserve a field up here, but like the other field's open for anybody to play. You can jump in with anybody. But like they were sitting there saying like one day they showed up and one of the teams had the field at like 9:00 and they were doing practices. Like, hey, can we jump in? You guys actually gonna play? We're going, yeah, we'll play later. Well, can we jump in? Yeah. Can we jump in like can you guys jump on the field for a little bit and like while you're practicing, let's play? No, we're gonna practice. And he said he was there from 9:00 to 2 p.m. and they never were allowed on the field. And I'm like, that shit don't fly. It's like you try that shit at Rock Hill, and I'm gonna fucking boot you. I'm gonna boot you off the damn field. Like that shit don't fly, man. Like I get that like some of the teams need to practice, and some of the teams put in a little effort. Some of the teams set up the field and everything, but like it's not your damn field. You don't own it. You didn't buy the bunkers. You don't pay for the air. This isn't Nazi Germany and shit. If somebody shows up, let them on the fucking field to play. Everybody needs to play. And that's a sense of time that I see every time I go to a field, and that's some bullshit for me. Like, I don't let it happen. On my watch when I'm there, that shit don't happen.
I mean, going back to scenario as far as like the price break stuff like that. I mean, most of the producers, I mean, we're trying to get you the best price possible. I mean, as far as price breaks, I mean, we're not making a lot of money. You know, I mean, we're trying to bring these games to you guys, you know, as affordable as possible. I mean, some guys are willing to bid, you know, a couple bucks. I mean, I know I'm not making tons of money. Like most of the money, like he was saying, people bring a lot of off-field paint. Well, a lot of us, that's how we make our money. You know, that's how, I mean, we put hours, months of work into these things. And I mean, it is kind of disrespectful you showing up and just trying to shoot cases of paint that's, you know, we don't get $5 off of or whatever. But I mean, I'm making
exactly $0 on any game. Like this, I'm making nothing.
That's because you negotiate shittily. That's not our fault. That's not Jason's fault. That's not my fault.
What I'm saying is like if some team comes up to me and says, hey,
you need to come to the producer union and we'll help you out, man. But yeah,
can I talk? Y'all have.
Let Jason talk. Let Jason talk. We talk all the time. Go ahead, Jason.
Here's my input on the whole producing game and hooking people up and all that shit. Here's my thing. I don't know nobody's shit. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know nobody's shit. There is certain people I will not give teams discounts. Sorry, I'm in this to give players a good game. I'm also in it to make a little bit of money. Okay, I can't give all players discounts and teams and shit like that. There are individual players that have done stuff for me, and I will comp them. I don't have a problem with that, but I can't give all these teams a discount. I don't care how many you bring in. You say you bring in 20, but you show up with 5. I'm not going to deal with that shit. Pay the price, do the pre-reg. It's just like any other game. You know, if a producer reaches out to you and wants to give you a deal, by all means, take it. If you feel like you got the balls to want to ask for one, then go ahead. If he says no, then don't get mad. You know, it's a business, but I've always tried to make my games as cheap as possible. When I did the 1-day game, Walking Dead, it was $40, period. Now I'm doing a 2-day game. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more money, but I still try to make it cheap. It's not it's not Folder Gap expensive. It's nowhere near as the amount of players either. But, you know, if you give everybody a discount, the fields producers, they'll never make money. You can't do that. Yeah. You can't give everybody a motherfucking discount or you'll never make money. No matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you're a fucking landscaper, a paintball owner, you know, a painter, pressure washer. If you get everybody fucking discounts, you're not putting no money in your pocket.
Right.
So the best thing we can do is just try to give them as cheap as a game that we can, but give them a good quality game. If you pay a shit ton of money for a game and you go out there and have a shit fucking time, you're going to be pissed. If you pay a little bit of decent amount of money for a game and you go out there and have a great time, you're not going to be pissed. You know, and if you pay for a cheap game, you know, like Red versus Blue, that was pretty damn cheap, pre-reg for 25. Yeah. And you go out there and have a good time. You know, every game is different in the prices, but no team is owed anything. And that's the way I look at it. You got to earn your shit, and it's on the producer to decide if he wants to give you a discount or not. And if he doesn't, then don't be a little bitch about it and whine and want to boycott or do this or do that. Man the fuck up, play the damn game, pay the money like everybody else. So that's all I got to say about that.
Unless you're this guy right here who gets discounts everywhere he goes because he's cool as fuck.
Well, he earns it. Oh my goodness! Come on, Flip's one of the most giving people in paintball.
No,
he wouldn't even take my discount.
Nope. That dude,
Man,
that dude is cool.
Wouldn't even take it.
Every fucking team's every producer and shit's like, hey Flip, you should play for free. Hey, Flip's cool as shit, man.
No, now Flip Wilson, that motherfucker gets into every game he wants to for free, pretty much. I mean, if you don't let Flip Wilson in your game for free, then something's wrong with you.
He's the exception to the fucking conversation here.
Yeah, but he's doing stuff to help people. I mean, nothing comes for free. No one's just, all right, you're kind of cool. Here's something free. No, that dude's giving so much back.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So Ratchet says, yeah, that discount shit don't help the game. If the discount is the reason you don't go to the game, you more than likely won't call out when you're hit.
Well, he ain't wrong.
Man. Unless you have a mobile respawn, and then you're good to go.
I mean, you look like I asked that question because you look around at paintball as a whole, and Jason can definitely reference this. I haven't known Tim long enough to know what you were doing, say, 10, 12 years ago in paintball. But paintball is a hell of a lot smaller now than it was 10, 12 years ago. And it's a hell of a lot smaller 10, 12 years ago than it was 10, 12 years before that.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe that?
No, sir.
I mean,
Kraken, you don't play enough to come out and see, motherfucker.
Scenarios?
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I'll be honest with you, dog. I mean, we've been doing this for a long time, man. When I came in on the scene, you know, PBS, I mean, way back in my tactical days with you know, scenario with the Titman and all that shit, there was only a handful of teams like WCP and ODX and Boxer. All those teams have faded out. Capital Offense, they're not as big, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen a fluctuation of new teams and new players come in. I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. I think the scenario paintball is strong. That's why we got so many goddamn games. Now, we don't need to have as many fucking games, but to each your own. I think scenario paintball is still going strong right now, man. I just don't think you get out enough to see it.
Strong and bigger are two different things. I can tell you from the Carolinas, there used to be 8 300-person games every year. And now you look at you may have 4 games that break 300.
I mean, it depends on how you look at it, man. There's exactly way more fields. There's way more fields than what there was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? With Black Ops, there's 2 fields, XK, Greensboro. I mean, you know, Lake Norman. I mean, whether they're small games, big games, there's more fields than what there was 10 years ago.
Yeah, I mean that's a valid point, but the games are still that's your games and your tournaments are those are your metrics, right? Those are your magnet events that bring everyone in. The CFOA used to have over 100 teams for their events, and now the CFOA is 3-man only, and the 5-man local series is 40 teams. Top.
Well, I don't know shit about speedball, homie. I'm only keeping track of scenario, brother.
Well,
there's your
I
one
can
example.
tell you now, that CFOA thing, it may be coming back, may or may not be coming back. So, yeah, we'll just stand by on that one.
Time to get Gibson on here.
Oh, don't do Gibson. I'm telling you right now, Gibson has a lot of great ideas for that new field. So we can stand by on that one because it's gonna be great. Like that field's gonna be like one of the key places to be in North Carolina.
Just to let you know, I got 5 more minutes, y'all, and I got to get off here.
5 on it.
You've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes, just rambling.
For these next 5 minutes, let's talk about
this is all we do, Jason.
Black Ops. Let's talk about all your cheating, Jason.
Let's talk about what?
Yeah, let's talk about your new mask and how you were wiping your hits and breaking
What?
laws, not using
breaking
the
the
right
law.
respawn.
Hey, all I gotta say is fuck everybody that said Reaper look. Why you so clean? Kiss my motherfucking ass. So everybody who said that, okay, kiss my ass. I'm sorry that y'all can't, that I stay clean. They shoot me in the face, okay? They don't shoot me in the body. I got shot. Ben can testify. I was out there doing shit, man. I wasn't sitting in the back long balling like a bunch of these other bitches. So kiss my ass. And I'm working on my mask. I'm about to start painting it and doing some different shit. So fuck off.
I definitely saved his ass at one point. Like he was ahead of me, like out in the open. Like two dudes like strolled up. I'm like Jason, get the fuck down. Like, he's about to get murdered.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I do have a question. I have a question of Jason. How come Ben Painter talks so much shit about PBS, but yet he always hangs out with y'all and plays with y'all?
Because he loves us. He knows he knows that he fucked up. And he could have been a part of an awesome family, and he fucked up. But every once in a while you adopt a kid, so that's kind of what we did with Ben. We have adopted him back. He's not official PBS, but he's like an affiliate. You know what I mean?
He's like the stepchild, basically.
Yeah, the redheaded stepchild that you got to pay child support on and shit. You know what I mean? You're not even really sure it's yours, but you're paying child support on it anyways.
The best part about being on PBS was like Jason getting phone calls about me.
What's up, Echo?
This guy's talking shit on Facebook.
I haven't heard if this happened or not, but Jason, you definitely owed Ben a vehicle theft. Were you able to steal this lawnmower of his this weekend?
Yeah, I did. I took it for a little bit of a spin. That motherfucker's hard to drive.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you gotta learn that shit before you fucking try it.
Tell the world where's the kill switch on it so someone else can steal it.
I didn't have a kill switch on. I was drunk.
Yeah, I don't have a kill switch.
Oh, it does. Yeah,
it does. But I didn't have it engaged.
Yeah.
I do have one last question for Jason. Allegedly, you were throwing trees on someone's truck.
Oh man, let's not talk about that, man. I wasn't throwing trees. I was building a fort.
Dude,
I was building my boy. We call it Tyler Benfield, owner of Palmetto. We call him Mule. So I was building him like a mule pen. You know what I'm saying? Like a little burrow, like he was in hibernation and shit. I got pictures of it. It's pretty dope, though.
He had a nice little manger over top of him, like a little baby.
I was about to build a goddamn teepee until John Lee came and fucking tore it all down, saying I was being a dick.
Dude, all I know is I'm sleeping in my Suburban and I hear boom. Like, what the fuck was that? And I was in there, boom. Like, oh shit. I was like, if it happens the third time, I gotta go look out there. I'm like, boom. Like, oh shit. I was like, I'm good. I'm gonna go sleep. I wake up
I was across the street.
I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I go out there. I'm like, damn, dude, a tree fell on Tyler's car. I go take a piss. I'm like, damn, 2 trees fell on Tyler's car. I'm like, oh wait, man, somebody's fucking with him. I'm like, damn.
So for fact-checking purposes, I just looked up: do mules hibernate? Donkeys and mules do not migrate. They don't.
Yeah.
They also do not hibernate. So fact checker.
So once again, people, if you're not camping at these events, you're missing out. You're missing out on the fun stuff.
I'm gonna tell you, it was Tyler's fault though, because he was in a sleeping bag in the bed of his truck.
Yeah.
How are you not gonna fuck with somebody?
Yeah, exactly. Shenanigans.
Exactly. Shenanigans, Jason.
Cocaine is a dangerous drug at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I was in my truck.
So I've heard. I don't know.
So he's heard.
I was in my Suburban when the doors locked.
Allegedly.
Nobody's raping me.
And listen, and Ben, and like, look, as much as Ben is a dick bag at times, we still take care of his ass. We watched his fucking tent go airborne, and we went over his shade tent go airborne, went over there and picked it up, helped him take it down and shit. So he can't talk too much shit about me.
Hey, I saved your guys from burning the fuck up in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah, you did come over there and suggest. Yeah, okay.
Like it's windy as fuck. They got a burn barrel, and like all the embers are going towards the tent. I'm like, oh no.
Yep, paintball's Animal Planet Echo.
Yeah,
it's a dog.
All right, man. I got to get the fuck off of here. I got shit to do.
All right,
Get off before your wife yells at you, man.
That's right. I love you guys, man. I'll see you guys soon.
All right, Jason.
Peace out, guys.
I've petted that dog before.
Oh, so what we got now? What we got, Ben? What's going on?
Having trouble
What's the action, man?
He talked for about 10 minutes before he realized he wasn't really in the waiting room.
That was a dick move on your part, by the way.
Yeah, that was good. He was.
I mean, hey, full respect though. That was awesome. That was. I looked at Rochelle. I was like, he thinks he's still in there.
I love how you call her Rochelle now.
Oh, that's her name now. Yeah, her name's Rochelle. We're gonna put it on her jersey.
I think we should. Rochelle.
4WO jersey, Rochelle. It's gonna happen.
Just like Jill, these Gigolo.
Gilgalo. Ben gave you the nickname Gilgalo.
She's like, no.
Yeah,
nobody watches Bob's Burgers. Shut up.
What?
Listen here.
Why do people even watch us? That's what I want to know.
They don't. We have one viewer, and that's me.
Dude. This thing is 500 views for some reason.
It's me.
I don't know 500 people that watch this, but it says 500 views. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Oh my
who the hell
god!
are these people?
So Ben, should we touch on the upcoming games that you'll be a commander at, right?
Me being a commander in a game, shit.
I mean, you'll be a unit commander, right?
It's a small game.
I don't know if y'all have heard of this very independent game.
I've always said that like I was done doing the command spots. Like, if certain people ask me to XO, I'm always going to say yes. Like if Flip says, "Hey, XO," I never turn him down. I've done it like 5 times already for him. I don't say no to certain people. But one night after a show, somebody called me, and I was kind of drunk, and I got a little sentimental, and he made me feel bad, and he like hurt me right here, and he suggested that like I should take a command spot for a game, and then for some reason the next day I was still feeling kind of soft and everything, and I messaged the guy. I said, "Hey, I guess if you want me to, I'll take that spot." So yeah, I'm a unit commander for a small game, called Command Decisions. It's Fold Gap.
Wrong. There we go.
So
Command Decisions.
I don't know if anyone's heard of this game.
Like, it's very small and like nobody knows about it, but I'll be a unit commander for the 27th. Motorized armored guards. We're starting Bravo and we're going towards Rex.
What side?
The red side, Warsaw, bad guys.
He's coming back home. He's coming back home where he belongs.
Question. Tim, what's the NATO plan? Let's go NATO. What's the NATO?
NATO. Tim is not playing Fold Gap currently. Tim is going to be XOing at Endless Legends.
Tim is
at OXCC Maryland, which currently we're going to try to break the. Yeah, exactly, Echo. No one's ever heard of Fold Gap. You need to come to Endless Legends. We're going to break the record of 432. We want 500 players at OXCC Maryland for Endless Legends CPX event in October.
Why can't you go to both?
All right, let's rewind.
I could, but no one's offered me anything good.
Motherfucker.
I'm a paintball player. I want free stuff. That's what I want,
Yeah,
I got booze.
There it is.
Look, I got booze for you. Unnamed booze.
Warsaw 27th starts in Bravo. 6 minutes to Rex.
There you go.
We'll go 8 minutes to Rex. How about that?
A little more patient, a little more polite. I got it.
I don't expect okay. So I'm gonna be the bad guy here. I don't give a shit if Warsaw wins.
Yeah.
I just want us to do what we gotta do. We do what we gotta do.
Command, you're fired.
We take Rex and we fuck people up. That's what I want to. That's what I want to know about.
Hey, as long as you complete your objectives, you win, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I got one objective. That's to fuck NATO out of Rex.
Well,
And
Echo. I know where you're going to be playing. Echo, you're playing for Michelle from the Nomads is going to be XOing on blue side, so you'll be playing on blue. You'll be playing against me, dog.
Ooh. You don't
I
play
already know
against
these
each other.
things.
That's rude, man.
But we are both commands. We're going to try to link up. We're going to try to make this a fun game, and we're going to try to promote. We really want to get like 500 players out there. So it's all good. There we go. Blue Wave. He's bringing it. He's bringing the noise.
Isn't there a game coming up that's doing like a team draft at the beginning of it? I remember reading something about that.
Team draft.
Like
there
you
was
register with your side, you're going to be drafted day of.
That's Art of War Extreme Combat.
Has that one happened yet?
It was supposed to be last year, and then they postponed it. So I don't know if it's going to happen this year. If Ratchet's still on here, Michael Tucker, I don't know. Maybe he could let us know. He's the captain of Venom, but I'm not sure. Normally they ran it around September time. Okay. I know for Livid Legends, they did draft all of the XOs or commanders for the different legions.
Oh, that's cool. That's smart.
Yeah, they did that at Endless last year. So,
like the day
that'll be coming up in
leading up to it.
No, so they did it in October, and at Endless Legends, the last game for CPX last year, and then it's gonna be in May. So that's at Livid Legends up there at Hell Survivors.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Like doing the drafts live. Then you just get people who want to play paintball instead of people who want to spawn camp and do all that shit. That's so boring.
Well, I think they were right now. What they're trying to do, I think, at CPX is bring, because you got a lot of guys who've commanded for years and they're leaving, so you're trying to fill in that void of I don't want to say a youth movement, but you're trying to bring in younger, new commanders. So I think Hanu and a couple of the older, I don't want to call them old guys, but the commander solution was they're old. Okay. Do a draft, bring in younger people, have them XO/command legions and living legends, or an XO at like other events, and then start bringing them in, so that's good. I mean, you got to grow the sport, right? So you need people to fill in.
You can do that without a draft. Like we did a game at Greensboro one year that was a 13-year-old versus a 10-year-old.
Yeah. I've seen that before. But I mean, it's how do you get your foot in? Because I know there's some guys who are interested in commanding, but they're not well known, or it's a smaller team or whatever. So, like Scott Johnson from the Vultures, he's a local guy up at Splat Brothers. He's come to events, stuff like that, but I mean, he really didn't have. I mean, he wasn't like well known. So, when I was talking to him, I was like, it's at Splat Brothers. It's your home field. Do you want to command for Virginia? So he was like, hell yeah. And then he brought Ricky Hurick in from the local team up there. So, I mean, anytime producers can get local guys or newer guys to come in and start kind of working their way up to get, to start commanding, I think that's a good thing. You're not going to have Ben Payne or me doing it because we're old and we just want to drink beer in the park a lot.
You can do like new people commanding in smaller games. Like
right.
There are certain games you can't do that. Like Bones and Ashes, it's quote unquote 1,000-player game. You can't do that there. You can't do it at Fold Gap.
Right.
Even though
I mean, and that's what there's an interesting question now. Like who commands Bones now? All right, Chuck's retired. Rob said he's not doing it anymore.
Ben,
Rob should have to do it next year because he's defending champion.
No, but he said he's not going to do it. He said it was a one and done, right?
It's weird, man. Like,
I mean, that's what he said, right? So it's like, who do you fill that with, right? Really, I mean, I'm trying to think of all the other guys who've done it. I mean, they are kind of up there and done. Like, I mean, I'm trying to think, what was it, Jim? From Rogue Patriots, Jim Avalanche. Damn it, I can't remember. What's the last name?
Is it Ross?
Ross, I think it is Ross. Right. So what? Hitman did it one year. What? I mean, Perez is gone. Well, Chuck's gone.
Bones and Ashes needs to be somebody that's kind of well known. Like Dread Legends, you could actually go a lower level, like somebody's kind of newer. Dread Legends isn't as big as Bones and Ashes. I don't think Endless is as big as Bones and Ashes. So you can actually like go like a newer person on those two. Bones and Ashes, Living Legends needs bigger players, like more well known players.
Right.
Like the guy that tried to get Warsaw Command this year, but nobody knew who the fuck he was. That was a great one there. Like this.
Okay. First off, I know who Sean Capps is.
But the thing is, you can't go from not commanding a game to being a general of a 1,500 player game. That's just not gonna happen.
Who's the general for Warsaw now?
Fuck it, he's in my DMs. Hold on. It's Chris.
Exactly.
Worst fucking unit commander. All right,
Chris
everyone,
with
don't
an
take the 27th.
Doesn't it? Yeah, you're winning me over right now to go play Warsaw.
Last name, it's
Who's the
with an F,
commander?
damn it.
I don't fucking know.
It's with an F. It's Chris for it's Frosh. I can't remember his name. Damn it. It's Chris Fun with an S, dude.
Spell it. Put it in the.
Chris
put it,
Fosnock.
Yeah, I don't know him.
that's it.
I don't.
yeah.
If I don't know you, man.
I don't even need to fact check that. I know that one's correct.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know you.
I've never heard of him until this game, but whatever. Supposedly he's commanded some big games up north and everything. That's what I've been told. That's what Jason told me. He's more well known up north than he is down here.
I'm sure he'll do great in North Carolina then.
Well, that's another thing. Everybody always wants like out of state generals for Folgate. Like, oh, if you get out of state generals, then you can recruit out of state teams. Like
They'll bring yeah.
But out of state teams are going to come to Folda Gap anyway because it's Folda Gap. So you could actually reward the people that live here and play here, as in, hey, here is a 1,500 player game in your backyard. You guys are like top of the North Carolina cream of the crop. Here's your chance to do something. Or it could be like a North Carolina versus everybody else kind of game, but everybody always wants like there's two sides of it. People either want to have outside generals or local generals, and every year it's just weird.
I still think for those mega games, you should have paintball personalities, and then your exos should be the ones actually leading the game. You know, because I mean, even to date, unless something's changed, PBC's biggest game they ever did was when Wolf was the general and came down. It was like 500 players on that field, and it was insane. And I mean, it worked. You brought those. I mean, I think the Command Bros would have been absolutely awesome for Folda, but then the COVID year happened and they shifted some things around. Like I still think they would have been an absolute asset for that game because that would have brought a different personality than what they normally put as the leaders of those games. I mean, there's so many nice paintball personalities that could just be figureheads. Hey, how's it going? I'm your general. Shake your hand, hug a baby. You know, but then you still have your Grimsteads, your Bins, your Jasons, your all these other people to actually do the tactical portion of the game.
You say that, but like my first Foldagat was the year that Violet came down from Canada, and she was that type of person. She was the figurehead that let everybody else do the work, but like in reality, all it came down to was she accepted the role, didn't do shit all year, showed up to the game, expected to win. And I got in trouble. Like I had some dude get mad at me because like I'm like, hey, our general's been like announced for 11 months and we haven't seen any posts from her in the Warsaw chat. I was like, what's going on with that? And he was like, what unit are you playing for? And I was like, Nunya. He's like, no, seriously, who's your unit commander? I'm like, Nunya. And like eventually he found out it was Jason and like tried to whine about me, but whatever.
Well, the thing with
here's Rob.
The thing with Violet is WCP at that time was really big in Canada. Like that's
what we heard, Rob.
They were a Valken team, and they were huge in Canada, playing specifically out of PRZ, which is that mental asylum. Like the videos of that field are insane. But they were super, super famous there, and the goal was to try and bring. I played with WCP for a little while, so I knew all this stuff. But Rob, her husband.
What?
Jill, what was Rob's last name? Rob and Violet. McClellan. So he was like the North of north of the border Canadian Vulcan rep. So that was how that tied in. And she did as good as she could, but I mean, it's Canada. We played Warsaw that year. We got stomped. We didn't have the numbers, and the NATO side. If NATO side can recruit and match numbers of Warsaw, they shit on them. Doesn't matter what you get. It's like you start with the whole field, and then on Sunday, which it's the most fun fight on Sunday of Fulda Gap, is the people that start in SimCity, Warsaw, trying to hold it. The most fun fight. But I think that first hour it's been held maybe once or twice. Because that's their respawn. The respawn's on the backside of it. You can't. How do you hold a flag 50 yards from a respawn? But you damn sure try, because once the tanks come in, they wreck your shit. But the game's not designed for the numbers to be even. I mean, Ken, rest in peace, he used to talk about that all the time. Him and Ferg wrote the game and put all that in place. But I mean, Warsaw's definitely way, way more fun. But if NATO does a good job recruiting, they win it every time easily. You just have to match the numbers. But
yeah, I mean, well, I guess one we should actually mention, since you did bring up Ken. I mean, I guess everyone knows, right?
I think they put a public post up.
Yeah.
I think Command Decisions did. Ken, the owner.
So I mean, So the owner of the field, he did pass away a couple of days ago. So I'm sure a lot of people in the paintball community, I know, we're trying to contact them, send flyers, whatever. I mean, that is one place. I know 13th as far as North Carolina, Virginia, we did frequent, at least twice a year. So,
he liked me for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't know either, Ben.
I don't know of anyone that Ken didn't like. That dude was absolute rock star.
He even made fun of me for stealing the lawnmower that one game.
I need a big name.
He liked me. I was like, he was always cool with me, man.
All right, so just to touch on two things real quick. One, at least an hour and 40 in, Ben came back to Fulda Gap, which I was concerned because I thought we'd go through this whole. I thought we'd go through this whole episode without him mentioning Fulda Gap, but he didn't.
Started, damn it!
No.
Don't ever bring it up.
Zing! Hooked him.
Never bring it up.
Other than that, okay. We'll get to Michelle real quick. But so I thought Rob said he wasn't going to defend his title. I mean, I could be wrong. Apparently, he's saying he is now. And yes, Michelle McGonigal. Yes, we are going. Hey, 500. We want 500 players at Endless Legends in October at OXCC, Maryland. I don't care, red or blue. We want 500 players out there. So find somebody, man. Hit us up. Hit me up. Hit Michelle up. Hit Pockets up. Hit John Hoffmeister up. Hit any of the Exos up. Commanders, whatever. We want to make it happen. So we'll start brainstorming once all the games are done here, April, May, and figure something out. But so what's up, Rob? So you're saying you are going to hey, Ben, can you play back the podcast? I'm pretty sure he said he wasn't going to. It was a one and done kind of deal. So he had a change of heart.
He might have been scared, man. He might be scared
to
lose.
Was he just saying that because he thought he was going to lose? Is that what happened? Like what?
That's what it was. That's what I'm thinking right now. Like
now he's got the confidence. Now he's all right now.
Just think,
I'm gonna invite him to the show.
By the time that game comes back around, you'll have a Fulda unit commander in there. You could take on Rob Maryland.
Woo, no.
North Carolina versus Maryland.
Ben Painter versus friend. You could both wear. You could both wear those flamingo jerseys again.
In order for me to general a game, you're going to get me really fucking drunk first.
That's right. Easy. That's like 6 beers.
Carry on.
That Four Loko I had at Black Ops, it was Warheads flavored. Man, that shit was so good.
And I think there should be a general versus general jousting match. You on one lawnmower with a big stick, and Rob on a lawnmower with another stick, and that's
I would definitely win
10 million points.
I would definitely
win. He is. There's Robbie.
Look at this guy.
So you're coming back. So we were confused because we thought that you weren't going to come back, baby.
He can't hear us.
He can't hear us. I'm sorry.
He can hear us. We can't hear him.
Is he at work? He's like, I'm at work right now.
His volume's all fucked up. He don't have his shit turned on. What a doofus.
He's worse than Jason, man.
Look at his
We can hear you,
hairline
dude.
though. He has the nicest hairline out of anyone. I think
The
it's
nicest
perfect.
hairline.
It's
Dude,
just-
there's a guy that plays local who looks just like him with the same hairline, like darker beard, like darker goatee. It's crazy.
he left. Y'all bullied
Like,
him.
we always
No.
think it's him. Like every
Come
time we see him,
on,
like, hey, it's
man.
Rob. Like Gary used to come from French Montana.
Here we go.
There we are.
There he is.
Your shit works
I
now.
can hear you now. So
There we go.
just to clarify what I said, I spoke to Hanu and everybody else. They would like me to come back. I will come back if there is a Goliath or somebody who's motivated. I want this game to grow. First and foremost.
You missed the
Only
announcement
objective
earlier, dude. You missed the announcement. Ben's going to be on the other side, the other general.
Okay.
You just
Ben
missed
wants it, baby.
Ben,
He wants that
you
shot.
You versus Ben. Let's hear the shit talk. Go. Let's hear it, Slim Thickie.
Nah, it's all right. It's a dirty surprise.
Whack.
It's all
What
right.
type, what type of general doesn't trash talk the other general?
You know
No
what's
shit,
whack?
dude.
You know what's fucking whack? Not having your spicy little ass over there on the side with us, motherfucker.
I was.
We
I
had
was
the
on the
whole
other side.
crew.
I was on the other side.
You wasn't on
Here's
the
the
other
PBS
side.
camp.
Yeah. I was in PBS camp. Played red side.
Sure thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
Yeah. You can trust me on this one. I was there.
Oh, man.
I wish you were on the red side.
I was hanging out at
I'll-
the fruit stand.
I'll chill on the red side if DJ's my XO.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah. Done.
You funny as hell.
We need to find Kevin Shimwell and get him out of retirement.
I'll message that right now.
He messaged me the other day, wished me happy birthday.
Shimwell?
He's somewhere. Yeah, he's somewhere around.
I would
Shimwell loves
love-
me, dude.
Dude, Shimwell was so cool to talk to.
Shimwell was awesome. Like, his games were like weird, but I love Shimwell, dude. Like every time I go, he had something nice to say to me. It's high as fuck, but he had something nice to say to me.
What was his son's name? Because his son used to get
Ben?
super
Well,
fucked up with us.
shit. I just wanted to
Good
clarify
Shimwell.
that right quick. I love y'all.
All right, Robbie.
I'm out here downtown Raleigh partying it up. St. Patty's Day. Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody.
It's St. Patrick's Day? What the
It's
fuck?
next Friday. What are you doing? You mean Happy
It's
St. Patty's
Mexican-
Day? That's next
It's
week.
Mexican St. Patrick's Day.
It's,
Well, it's St. Patty's Day here on Glenwood Road in downtown Raleigh. All right, motherfucker.
Raleigh don't
All
know
right.
calendar.
all right, Rob.
Look, do me a favor. Find me somebody and nominate somebody who's gonna bring some goddamn numbers.
Ben Painter.
Mm.
I'm cool with it.
No.
That's the
I think
shellacking
really-
of a lifetime.
I'm not drunk
Like I said,
enough.
I'm cool with it.
I'm not drunk.
We're
Like,
proposing jousting matches between the two of you. One
I'll beat you in the jousting match. That fucking mower fucking me ass.
Lawnmower,
I'm headed back into the bar.
All right, Rob.
Bon voyage.
My mower fucking everybody up, dude. That thing's fucking shitty. That thing's fast.
Look, I gotta fact check this. St. Patrick's
Yeah, I think it's something weird.
So,
Friday.
I mean, I can think of a few, I think, undefeated guys right now.
Friday, March 17th.
CPX.
Jason Mann.
No? I mean, let's see. We got what? Like, we got what? DeJuan Mitchell. He's won Living Legends. I mean, you got Joe Perez, but I think he's like retired.
It's 'cause he's
You
ugly.
got what? Did Bricktop win Bones one year? No?
We got
No,
we got-
the
I think
Command
I
Bros
played
got
that one.
fucking smoked that year.
Yeah, I think I
Okay.
played that one. We got smashed.
Who else here? What? We got Vanilla Gorilla down there, dreaded. Endless would be what?
Okay,
Stephen Graham.
can I stop you for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Earlier in this conversation, you said winning and losing doesn't matter because in 2 years, everyone will forget who won and lost that game.
Exactly.
you
I
were
can't
sitting
even
here-
remember.
You were sitting here spouting out guys that have won games.
I'm trying to remember.
No, you're doing a pretty easy job of it. You're like this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and say like your earlier statement is on the fucking full side of bullshit meter.
No. Look at his hat. He's got the Living Legends hat on. If he didn't have that on, there's no way he would remember it.
Yeah, I had the CPX hat on, so that's why it's channeling in through me right now.
Yeah.
I've got the
Hanu's actually in a mountain position right now doing yoga, and it's sending everything to my brain.
I've got the I'll drink half a bottle of fucking position going on right now.
You drink the rest of it, and then you'll accept a generalship for the other side
Look,
of the National.
I've got to go look at a mower tomorrow. Damn it!
Do it, man.
You have a mower. What?
And I've got to visit George tomorrow too.
You got me for 10. You got me for 10 more seconds, and I gotta leave.
4.
We're hitting the 2-hour mark.
2,
Listen here, Rochelle. He's not going home anytime soon.
Well,
We're talking shit about everybody.
She's basically naked. I gotta go.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Look, dude, you've had 4 fucking kids, man. You've seen her naked enough.
No, that's not
It's
enough.
good.
You keep fighting the good fight.
Like,
But may I say, great addition to the show right there. Fantastic, good call, Ben.
All I got to do is
it happens.
keep trolling Jason every time he joins.
every once in a while, I'll make a call.
Excellent job, sir. Excellent job. Hats off.
If there's anything I can do, it's fact check fakely. So
If there's anything
All right.
I can get drunk.
Well, hey, that's all I got. If anyone is watching this still, I don't know why you are, because we're a bunch of idiots drinking beer. And
People are.
yeah. And so other than that, hey, pre-reg for the spring trifecta, guys, because we're shamelessly plugging this stuff because it's our games and we're trying to make money, damn it. All right. So go to Paintball Central. All right. Paintball Central, March 25th. All right. Go ahead and register for Endgame. Mr. Ben Painter's running that game, a single day event, best single day event ever right now. All right. There's all kinds of people flying in for this. It's fucking awesome.
Probably most of December.
Yeah, he'll be mostly sober that day. I'll be there. I might not be. I don't know. I might play. I might not. I might ask him, hey, you need me to help you? I don't know. I'll be there. If you want to see a bunch of cool shit, we'll have stuff there too that you can win. Come up to my game, all right, for the spring trifecta. You can come up to North Carolina versus Virginia, April 1st and 2nd at Hopewell, Virginia, up there at Splat Brothers. You can go ahead and register for that right now at letsplaypaintball.com. All kinds of cool packages. And I'm giving away $1,000. No one else is doing that as far as I know because I'm an idiot. And after that, go down. What?
Do you have mortars? Do you have
I
mortars
don't-
to start the game?
I need you to pick me up some because
apparently
it's for Virginia. Everything's illegal up there, bro.
Apparently, having fireworks at the signal at the beginning of the game and each segment is a very fucking hot subject for the.
That's the way you do it. That's the way to do it, man.
Like I heard nothing but like 17,000 complaints about Bones and Ashes not doing the fireworks. And I've had multiple people ask me if I was doing them.
You gotta wait for some ref to be like, "What? Huh? Oh, go!"
Like,
Yeah, too late.
I did not realize it was a hot button until recently. And like people were like, you gotta have them. You gotta have them. Fine, I'll get you some. Like I might give a Flip because like Flip gets a hookup at the firework place.
Yep.
Flip gets hook up everywhere. So
what firework place in North Carolina?
You gotta go to South Carolina. You gotta go to South Carolina, bro.
I live on the border, man. I just jump over.
Go get your own, dude. Just go in there and tell the people, hey, I want the loudest thing you have. And they'll go,
there you go.
And then go and get something from the back that they're not supposed to sell.
And, hey, I know Flip Wilson.
That's it. Oh, and before I leave, though, April 29th and 30th, that's going to be Gangster's Paradise up at Command Decisions. All right, that's Jason Mann's game. Go ahead, pre-register for that. And that's where we'll be auctioning off the ProFlex, the Inception Designs, Ripper EMAC, and the Control, and all kinds of other crap because people, I think, gave us some other shit, too. So there we go. I'm leaving. My wife's naked. I got to go. Y'all figure something out. Have a great day.
Bye, Rochelle. All right, so what's up, man?
I'm about to bounce out too.
So I'm a little drunk right now, so
The next one of these, you need to do a wheelie on your lawnmower to start it.
Dude, I will try.
Like start the show, do a wheelie, and then me and Tim will talk while you're unconscious.
I popped one the other day, like on Bones Ashes, to go on my Flip. I'm like, oh no, it happened.
I don't believe it. You're gonna have to show us next time.
I will.
Bon voyage.
Later on, fellas. I appreciate everybody watching. We're not just on Facebook Live, we're on YouTube Live. You can watch anytime if you want to watch us for some fucking reason. We're also on Spotify, pretty much anywhere you listen to streaming services. If you want to listen in the car to our bullshit, subscribe, follow, share, listen, send me love notes. Like, if you want to like find my address and send me your dirty underwear, that's cool too. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back soon with somebody else. I'm not sure yet who. Deuces.